We are en route to Montrose Cemetery. There is supposedly a fair bit of, what would be the word, hauntings? Paranormal activity.
What we know is this place is a graveyard. It's the former site of Mount Pleasant Baptist Church, and I guess the proper name for this place is Lowther's Hill Cemetery.
Montrose became its name, you said. Can you kind of give us the story of how Montrose came to be?
Yeah, I can. I technically don't like the name Montrose because it doesn't relate to the area, it doesn't relate to the cemetery.
The final resting place of several notable Darlington County people.
Major Robert Lythe, who was one of the majors in the Revolutionary War, who fought under Francis Marion, is buried there. The founder of Hartsville, Thomas Edward Hart, the man who put the heart in Hartsville, he's buried there.
As well as John Westfield Lythe, who was a state representative in the 1800s.
I don't want to freak you guys out or anything, but about 50 feet, 100 feet that way, there's no signal, and there's signal here, and that's the graveyard, and this is not.
There's a ton of different things that are supposed to happen. You hear voices, feelings of terror, sometimes nausea, see ghosts dressed in Civil War clothes, see orbs floating around, feel super cold spots during the middle of summer. Rocks fly from the inside of the graveyard if you're walking around the outside and hit you.
If there are going to be spirits that are not at rest, it would be a likely place for them. If I was interred at Lowther's Hill, I'd chase anybody that come up there.
Doesn't come while they're here, I guess. A lot of it is people take pictures and record videos, then they say they see things afterwards. I mean, a lot of people also say they see things while they're here, they hear noises. I'm not seeing or hearing anything, but that's just me.
It's a fictitious name that was given by late high school kids, early, new graduates that were wanting a place to have some fun. I guess what started out as fun has been to the detriment of the cemetery.
So, it's hard to tell outright if there's anything, especially coming out one time, one night, but what kind of vibe do you guys get from the place?
I mean, it's definitely creepy. I mean, it's super dark, there's a lot of trees. I mean, even tonight when there's a moon out, it's just still super dark. Whenever you turn the lights off, it's almost pitch black. So, I mean, just being here is creepy. I mean, it's, a somewhat abandoned, rundown graveyard is naturally going to be creepy.
Yeah, it's the right situation, You have all the right setup. You have a graveyard, cemetery that's been messed with, and then all of the history behind it. So it's kind of the perfect setup. You just kind of wait to be affirmed if something really, does happen. There's a part of me that wants to experience it just so I can be reassured, and then there's a part of me that wants to not experience it because I'm terrified.
We didn't find anything out there whenever we did our ghost hunt investigation, but
I have never, as much as I probably go to Lowther's Hill about twice a month, checking on it, looking at it, and it may be that I look at Lowther's Hill with a different set of eyes than most folks. I can still see its grandeur. I can still see what that bluff would have looked like as you're looking down towards the PD over prime farmland. I can still look at tombstones that are standing beautiful and still see the legacy of those folks, the contributions they made for our county, the contributions they made for our state, and even for our nation. Their gravestones are broken and battered behind my building because we can't even leave them at the cemetery for people either stealing them or breaking them. It is a true tragedy. It's a true tragedy. I don't like what it says about us as a society. I don't like what it says about us as a county. That's one reason I try to be as vigilant as I can about preserving what's there to preserve. It's a sacred place. It is the final reminder of the life worth and life contributions of the folks that are buried there. These people deserve somebody to stand up for them. They cannot stand up for themselves, so why not?